how are you? Well, I have another Tootsie Roll Pop story for you. It looks like Mr. Tootsie Roll Pop has grown up, taken a life of his own, and gotten a career. You guys, I have been getting texts, I've been getting messages, I've had people telling me stories about Tootsie Roll Pops and other things too that have been happening to them, and I love it. Keep telling me, keep sending the messages. And it just so happens I chose this story to tell you today because I got a message a few days ago from one of my friends, and I've determined that she is my longest lifelong friend. She and I started playing together when we were just months old, big enough to start playing together. And we have had so much fun until when she was in high school, her parents moved away. And so the sad thing about that is I've only seen her 2 times that I can remember in 40 years. Now, I don't know how that happens when you're only 29, but we'll figure that out a different day. But if I would get in a car and start driving right now from Indianapolis to where she lives, it would take me 26 hours driving straight, no stops. So that makes this story even more significant to me. But her family has gone through some really hard things in the last several years, just like a lot of you have. Things you don't understand, things that are hard to deal with. And so the other day, she was in a little downtown shopping district shopping. And what would go past? Just what do you think would go past? Just out of the clear blue on a Friday afternoon, shopping in your little downtown shopping district. None other than the high school homecoming parade. Can you believe it? The homecoming parade. So she had me at homecoming parade. But then, included in the message was a picture of a raspberry Tootsie Roll Pop. After the parade went past through the shopping district and was all gone, she went across the street to shop across the street. And laying beside the curb, right where she crossed, was Mr. Raspberry Tootsie Roll Pop. Obviously not this one. All by itself, no other candy around, just a raspberry Tootsie Roll Pop laying there. She wasn't looking for a raspberry Tootsie Roll Pop. She didn't wonder, oh, I wonder if there's a raspberry Tootsie Roll Pop around here somewhere. No, it was just there for her to find. You guys, that is amazing. To me it is anyway, because if you look for it, there are things like this everywhere. Everywhere. It's not always a raspberry Tootsie Roll Pop. Sometimes it's the beauty of a sunset, or the way the clouds look against the blue azure sky. Sometimes it's the way the sunlight shines through the trees. There's a tree near here. When I'm on that street, I stop and take pictures with the way the sunlight just glimmers through the color of the leaves. Now, do you wake up every morning saying, I wonder what extraordinary thing's going to happen today? Well, honestly, I don't either. I'm like, ooh, how am I going to get this all done? But you know what? In our ordinary life, those things to offer us hope, to offer us reminders of the good, the reminders of the wonderful, they're out there. We just have to have eyes to see them. Because sometimes we can't do the glamorous things that we wish we could go off and do. Sometimes the reality of life is just the dirty and the difficult and the get down and stay with it and stick to it and get it done. Sometimes that's reality. A lot of times that's reality. Or your family has setbacks or financial stresses or illness or loneliness. All the things that can happen to bring us down. But if we have eyes to see, there's wonderful things all around us. We will find what we look for. And sometimes, not even when we're looking for it, it's there. You just have to have eyes to see it. So when she told me this raspberry Tootsie Roll Pop story, and that she found it laying on the ground right beside the curb, I can't tell you how excited I was that she found that reminder of hope. I don't know. You could call it coincidental or insignificant. It's not to me. And I want to encourage you to look. Open your eyes. Open your eyes. The eyes of your heart. The eyes that you have where your spirit speaks to you. This is different. This is amazing. This is something that I need to take notice of. It's everywhere. And if you do find a raspberry Tootsie Roll Pop, or if you have your own raspberry Tootsie Roll Pop story, not even necessarily a raspberry Tootsie Roll Pop, just something neat that happened, tell me. I'll keep telling these stories. And when you crunch into a raspberry Tootsie Roll Pop, think of me. And I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.